Okay then, good evening. Six of you already in, three likes already. Yep, like the look of that. I got a new guest with me. It's the one and only Howard Williams,
Hello there.
formerly known as Daddy H, but he doesn't like it anymore, does
No,
he?
no.
So it's just H,
Yeah,
just
just
H.
each.
So H has been going to the county for a lot longer than a lot of
Mm,
people who I know.
yeah.
Um, so what's your current age? 60 what?
55 this year.
55 this year. So you were there for the glory years, back in the 70s and 80s, and
Back in the set, well, as I told you before, it was in two parts.
yeah.
Um, Early 70s, my dad took me over, but I think in about when I went into junior school, we started going over Newport Rugby and
Getting the life story here
getting
now.
getting getting a life story now. But
Yeah.
I kept on going back over to the footballing side, but then got dragged into the rugby side of it.
But you found your own way
But I
back to the
found my
football.
way back through my brother.
Cool.
So
So during the usual
yeah,
more modern years of the county,
exactly.
the
Yeah,
reformed club. So George WBA is
yeah.
in, hello.
Oh
Carol Williams is in, hello to you too. Weedy Weed, yo. So
look.
the usuals, Marcus Maven adds
Right.
up the county. Great performance yesterday. So yeah.
Yeah.
So bringing it back to Man City then,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah.
So for you, was that as big an occasion as any
Mm.
that you've ever seen over the county?
Well, I've never known in my lifetime to have any chance of going to see Man City. And for us to achieve that from what we have gone through, bankruptcy, having to sell the club off, you know, it's just an amazing feat, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, it's two great cup runs. We've ended
Yeah,
it by playing against, going toe to toe with the
exactly,
champions of England, possibly
exactly.
who are going to be the champions of
Yeah,
Europe this
exactly.
season. They're my bet
Right.
for champions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it
Oh,
was
it's
a great
brilliant.
occasion for the city of Newport and obviously for the club itself. So Adrian's in, your brother. He's saying
Oh, is
hiya.
he all right, bruv? How's it going?
Right, weedy weed. What's happening, blood? Not a lot, mate.
No.
Just buzzing over playing against Man City. Ronnie Parade yesterday. It was
Oh,
quality. Luke Keating is in. How's it going, my friend?
oh,
George WA respecting Newport from yesterday. Yeah, well, that's the thing. We're getting a lot of good, so some good vibes from a lot of clubs. A lot of people coming in and
definitely.
saying some good things to us. Nice. So no, it's great that two great cup runs are putting Newport the city on the map, and
Yeah.
of course Newport County the football club. Podge is great. He
Oh, yeah.
absolutely is. Who set that flare off? We don't know.
No,
We
there was
don't
a
know.
lot of things said about that. It absolutely stunk
Yeah, no,
from where
they
I
don't
was
smell too
sitting.
good. I mean,
Yeah.
the ad for the visual atmosphere, I get why people quite like them, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, there were people around with respiratory problems like asthma, for
Exactly.
example, and it chokes them out. It does. It's
Oh,
no
it,
good.
it was terrible.
It's a reason why they're banned.
Yeah.
Adrian Williams, do my ironing and listening to you. Hey,
A
yeah,
same old Adrian.
there we go. Living the life with the ironing board. Carolyn's Podge's goal yesterday was amazing. It absolutely
Yeah.
was, wasn't it? As good a goal
I
as we've seen
was.
over Ronnie Parade before. Luke County last year, 75 points was enough to guarantee playoff place. We're currently on
Right.
43 points. 32 points needed from a possible 45 points. Anything is possible with this
Good.
squad and Flinney. I agree
Well,
that anything is possible. I mean the playoff picture
yeah.
is looking like it's not so clear cut this year.
No.
I personally
No.
think 65 points could
Yeah.
potentially be enough to secure a playoff
Yeah.
place. Potentially. And actually, no, think about it. We're 8 points behind. And we're currently on 43, so it means that they're currently on 51. So I
Right.
say 70 points. 70 points will be enough
Yeah.
to get playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
And I think have we got the capability of getting 27 points from
I think the
45?
big, I think the big thing is the FA Cup was taking over a bit.
Yeah, a bit like last
It
year
was a
then.
bit in the players' heads. But I think now it's come to an end. We can concentrate on the bread and butter
Yeah.
that is the league,
I mean,
right?
we've made our money from the cup now. It's
Exactly.
time to get back to business, isn't it?
Exactly.
Absolutely. But at the end of the day, guys, feel free to talk about any clubs you want now because this isn't just a Newport County chat. Obviously, this is a football Chad.
No Man United.
Oh, Howard don't like Man U.
I don't. It's not that I don't like them. I'm a
You're more of a
Liverpool supporter, so
you naturally
yeah.
don't like Man United then. Could
Well-
smell it from the North Terrace, as they're saying about that. That's the
Well,
thing.
yeah,
We
yeah.
sort of have to
I'm
keep
the
up.
same as everybody else,
yeah.
you know.
Ipswich draw the last 2 games. Could that be the turnaround for you, Nick? Do you think maybe you're on the up now? Because Nick Muller's obviously
All
our
right.
resident Ipswich fan. George
Okay.
WBA. 4 WBA fans set off flares versus Stoke. All got 3-year bans. It's
Gotta
what
be
happens,
done.
like, you know. It's
Gotta
what
be
happens.
done.
I have. All right, now I get the feeling, Weedy Weed, you're meaning to say asthma. So
Right.
asthma is not
Yeah.
asthma.
Yeah, it's one of those
nearly
words that's
killed me.
difficult to spell.
Sorry, I'm just taking the piss, mate. Don't worry
Yeah.
about that. Marcus may hope that Cardiff fan who went off on the pitch got dealt with. Apparently
Yeah.
took a good thump in the mouth.
Apparently,
And
yes.
you're practically asking for it. You pitch invade a Newport County pitch and then start doing the Ayatollah. What do you think's going to happen to
It
you?
was actually they showed it on BT Sports.
So-
he was actually on camera.
Yeah. So Waco AK, I reckon, will get playoffs. It's a
I
bold
think so.
statement. It's a
Yeah.
bold statement, I tell you what. But
Yeah.
as you say, with this squad with Flinney at the helm,
Exactly.
who knows? Colin Simmons shared on TalkSport today that County are looking to get a training ground. Any news? Great yesterday. No, we don't know what we're going to do with the money at the moment. Obviously, we're still discussing the ownership, and obviously we're talking about the cup run derailing things. Obviously, about the league form, it's also derailed the talks of adopting the hybrid model with the ownership. So
Right.
hopefully, we can get that back on track now, and we can actually sort out the future of the club. So
Well, that's
feels
what
firm as an evening, fellas. What was you going to say then?
No, I was going to say about we can do something now about building a proper stadium, because the thing about what got me about the council putting on Facebook on that advert of "Come on, the county, come on, do us proud."
It was only for
Right.
the cup games.
But why can't they help us when we need them? You know,
Yeah. I think they're talking though, mate. The club and the council are
I
talking.
hope they are.
So Hugo Son, Howlino Howard.
Howlino Howard.
Howlino Howard.
Howlino Howard. Oh, right.
Howlino Howard. He's obviously giving you a nickname, mate.
Oh, right.
Is it better than H? No.
Anything.
So Nick Muller's got his away ticket for West Brom, having a little
All
conversation with George there. What is that thing by there?
That
What
thing?
thing? That thing is called Howard. I think we've established that already,
Okay, I'm a thing, am I? Okay.
according to Weedy Weed.
All right, hello, Weenie Weed.
Weedy Weed.
You call Weenie Weed?
Weenie. He's a weenie. He's a big weenie.
Oh.
Let's
He's
go
probably
back to the
nice fella
playground.
anyway. Oh.
No, if someone takes a piss, give it right back at them,
Oh,
mate. You know, if
no,
someone wants to
yeah.
abuse you, you can abuse them
Yeah.
back. That's the rules. It's
Yeah.
kind of an anything goes, but then that's like the rules of engagement when it comes to banter.
Exactly.
Like, you know, if someone wants to engage you in banter, you can come
Exactly.
back at them just as hard.
Exactly.
So Elliot 243. Thankfully, we have a game in hand, so that'll help us get at the table. So that game in hand could take us. I think it'll be 6 points away from the playoffs. Did Kev kill that Cardiff fan after? Kev?
Kev? No, he's such a nice guy.
No,
he's so
we don't
quiet.
know. We don't know. We don't know any Kev that got anywhere near a Cardiff fan.
No.
How long, Nick? All right, obviously talking amongst themselves. They're still Kev.
Right.
Neil. Who's Kev? Adrian Williams. Here we go. Win Tuesday on playoffs aren't out of the question. I agree.
Yeah.
Let's finish the season on a high, which we kind of did last year. You know, obviously we were the only ones who ended up beating Accrington in the run up to the season. So I think if we get close to the playoffs, it'll be progress again still. So it's another another round in the FA Cup. And then also another round in, obviously if we can finish in the top 10, then that'll be another place higher in the league. So it's steady progress with more money in the bank this time. I know who hit the Cardiff fan. Good. Good. The only thing is though, let's not be naming any names on who hit that Cardiff fan, because we don't want to be a grass now, do we?
No.
Hugo Son, did Kev stagger him after? Who's Kev? Nick Muller, March the 9th. Oh yeah, March the 9th. That's when West Brom play Ipswich.
All right.
I know my money will definitely be on West Brom. Sorry to say, Nick. Adrian Williams, hope Swansea will win the cup.
Good
Yeah,
shout.
yeah, absolutely. Could they? I mean, really good result 4-1 against Brentford. You know, they're doing quite well this year, Brentford are. Oh, they're a tough team to play.
Swansea, do we?
Swansea are all right.
Yeah.
I don't, as much as I might get shot down for this, I don't feel the hatred that other people do towards Cardiff, because I wasn't around for the rivalry back when the clubs used to play each other every year, you know.
I'm a bit different to that, see, because
So you
remember
the old rivalry,
the rivalry, you know.
So Joe Villas, they played very well yesterday. Yeah, they want to all give themselves a good pat on the back there.
Yeah.
S13 Phoenix, opinions on the pitch invasion. It was a bunch of people I've never seen in my life.
Exactly.
And I wish they hadn't done it, because it could well be that some of the cup money that we've made could be taken off us in fines for that, you know, which is a real shame. Hopefully the Football League would have a brain cell between them all and actually understand that, hold on a minute, these people, you know,
they're not regulars over there. They're not.
It's going to bring a lot of people out the woodwork.
Exactly.
You know. Right, so we're currently sitting on 9 likes. There's 37 of you in. So how about we get these likes up past 20 and we will extend for another 5 minutes. How's that sound, guys? I'll tell you what, we'll make it 10 minutes. You get these likes up past 20 and watch them shoot up. Isn't it great? Thank you, guys. Thumbs up. And those of you who haven't yet subscribed, click that big red button for us.
Subscribe.
Good, guys. Here we go. We're up to 15, 5 more.
There we go.
And we will extend to 40 minutes. And then if you can also share your link across your social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and whatever else. Let's get it past 50. If we can get 50 people in, then we'll go for 45 then. So 50 viewers, 20 likes. That's not too much to ask, is it, guys? You can do it. I believe in you all.
We believe.
Right, George WB, only a few more weeks at least, Nick. All right, so that conversation's still going on. What happened to the people who went on the pitch? Hopefully they all get banned.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, I wouldn't want people to get banned if they got caught up in the moment. But
I think so. I think it was the same.
I think the Cardiff fan might get banned though.
I hope he does. Yeah.
Jamie Bateson, we want Kev. Oh, come on.
Come on.
Oh, leave Howard alone. Come on.
He's all right, Kev, but he's not as cool as me.
This is true.
Yeah. Well.
This man actually got his dick ate in Germany. When he was egged on by some people. And we went to go and play
I was egged on, you know. My missus wasn't very happy about it, though.
No.
We might not have got married. Not to you, but my wife now, you know, it's not, you know, I got that sort of thing. But no, my wife said that because I pleaded with her, I was sorry. She said I was nearly not going to marry you. So.
Well, just because you did something silly when you had a few drinks.
Well,
it was a very silly
probably,
thing,
yeah.
But there was no women around. That was the good thing, you know. So there was no potential jail time involved in that, like, you know.
No.
But whilst being egged on by some of the Benno bus regulars, when everyone had a good drink, Howard decided. And
then I was young and silly as well.
Well, you weren't young. You've always been old.
Well, I was getting old, yeah.
You've always been 50 to 60 something.
This is another thing of my. I think when I get to about 70, I'll be wearing this sort of thing. You know.
Howard, he auditioned for the Goldie Looking Chain, and unfortunately, he narrowly missed out to exit.
I'd be too good for him. I think. I was a bit.
Yeah,
I was
so.
a bit disappointed with him yesterday.
Really?
You know? I thought,
awesome, like. Right. Anyway, let's catch up on this. Oliver Riddle, who do you hope win the cup? I'm with Adrian on that one. I'm liking the thought of Swansea. I am.
I would like to see it as well.
Good to see someone outside the Premier League win it. Although the chances are it's probably going to be City. It depends how the draw goes, to be honest. The quarter-final draw.
Yeah.
Right, so Luke Canty James at Swansea looks amazing last afternoon, yeah? Swansea, a really, really good result. Jamie Bateson, I was ready to throw hands at that Cardiff fan yesterday, Taff.
I think
as were a lot of people. Nick Muller, yes, London to Snow Hill, then train to Hawthorns. Oh, look at that conversation still going on.
All right.
Don't let us get in your way there, guys.
No.
Luke Canty, how would you blob?
I'm a blob. All right, I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been called a lot worse.
I've been called a lot worse.
I've been called a lot worse as well, so give me your best. Usually it's a four-letter word
Yeah.
beginning with C that I get called.
Wow.
Luke Canty, who wins tomorrow, Man U versus Chelsea? If it's at Old Trafford, Chelsea doing shit at the moment,
Yeah,
it's probably going to be United.
Man U, yeah.
Tell you one thing we haven't had so far today, guys. We've had no donations either.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, if we can get a fiver's worth of donations as well, we'll do a full
am
hour.
I worth a donation? That's, you know.
If the answer's no, I can get rid of him quite quickly. Nick Muller, have you ever seen a manager sent off? I have Paul Lambert Sunday last week.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen managers get sent off before, obviously through the county, but I can't think off the top of my head who. I definitely have seen it though. Elliot 243, hoping some of the new signings play on Tuesday, like McCurdy or Aziz. Yeah, absolutely. From now on, all the new signings can play now. That's it now. You know, there's no cup ties or anything like that.
Yeah.
George B, you like the Hawthorns? Oh, that's still going on. Neil Wilmot, evening Taff. Hope you're okay, mate. That is Robbie Wilmot's father.
Robbie's. I felt sorry for Robbie when he was coming off, and he looked so disappointed, and he's like he's let the fans down, and I thought you went let the fans down.
He still come over to do the sheep clap again with us. Fair play to him.
Which was really great.
And Byrie makes a good point here. How did the Cardiff fan get a ticket in the first place? That's exactly what I'd like to know. And it was the flawed ticketing system that was applied, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, no one's gone out of their way to get it wrong or anything like that. But the fact is, it was wrong, and that's just what happened in the end, like, you know.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, this is County dominated again. You know, I know with the County badges flying around, you'd expect it, but we're not talking much other football at the moment.
No.
Are we going to talk about the Champions League and who we think's going to win it? Are we going to talk about the Premier League? Do you want to talk about the Scottish League or the Championship or League One? Feel free to bring in any subject that you want, and we will talk about it.
Yeah.
So George B going to QPR on Tuesday. So so these are proper fans. Like, they go home and away with their team. Fair play to them. Feels firm. The annoying thing is that the Cardiff fan stole a ticket from a County. He stole it.
Ah, right.
Now, if that's the case, then
he should get done for that.
I'd like to see him get more than just a thump in the mouth. Morgan Howells wants to spin your jaw. Who's? Can Podge be County's all-time top scorer? Depends how many years he stays with us. I think there's some tidy records out there that he may have to try and beat. So he'd have to be with us for a while. Yeah. But when we're talking in a full season, potentially. So Christopher Ball is in, and is exclamation marks. Mr. Ball does exclamation marks when he is angry with something.
Oh, right.
So I'm wondering, what have I done wrong now, Mr. Ball? Adrian Williams, I would drop Baconson for the rest of the season and play Hammond.
I was very disappointed with
his lack of effort is pissing people off. Weedy Taff GLC made my ears bleed. That's a bit rough. That is. GLC are bloody awesome. I absolutely love them.
I don't know.
There we go. See, exactly. There we go. Who do you think will win the Champions League? I think it's Man City's year for the Champions League. This is the one thing that they haven't won. I got a feeling Liverpool, after breaking their duck and winning against Bournemouth, may go on a run now. So I can see it now where Man City may get a little disheartened if Liverpool go on a run of form now, and they'll put their thoughts more into the Champions League. Because I think a lot of City fans would say if they could take the Champions League or the Premier League now, which one would you take? I think they'd take the Champions League. Well, I think they want to win all four, but you know.
Well, do you see what Dean Saunders said in the interview after the game?
What's that?
He reckons that the City would take all four.
He could well take. They could well take all four. Yeah. Hugo Son, thoughts on Pyro? As I mentioned earlier, visually it looks good, but the only other thing then is that, you know, the smoke bombs may choke someone out, or the flares may burn someone, you know, unless you're trained, some kind of trained professional. I'm yawning. I can understand why they've been banned.
Yeah.
Who is County's all-time top scorer? I can't think. But I'm sure it's someone from back in the day, like, you know, that's something you have to dig that out. I can't think off the top of my head. Anyway, guys, we're on 19 likes. We need one more. One more.
Yeah.
And we need 4 more people to join into the chat, and then you've got us for an hour. You have got us for an hour.
Just press that button.
We Kevin Sharp loves Baconson crying around. Oh, okay.
All right.
Hugo Son, yeah, but no pyro, no party. I get it. I get why people like it at the
Yeah.
end of the day. Well, anything happened to the club after the flare went off the Hazel? Hopefully not. Hopefully
No.
they'll realise that obviously big ties tend to bring people out the woodwork and they won't punish the club for it.
Yeah.
Naughty Nigel, we love a pyrotechnic. We should do it more often. No.
I don't think
Harry
it's for
Tovey,
everybody.
are you going to Notts County Tuesday for a vlog? I'm not, I'm afraid. Sorry, I'm working the day after, so I'm not going to be able to do it. Joseph White, Taff, did you see the police bring that camera? Thought should have brought a taser. Taser for the Cardiff fan, maybe, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Naughty Nigel, can't wait for Rodney to get 2,000 attendance every week now because the league's dead and we're out of the FA Cup. It's not dead yet.
No.
What actually happened to the Cardiff fan? Well, I didn't see an awful lot of it, but I know he got abused quite heavily. And,
I think so, yeah.
And he caught a few unfortunate ones as well, I heard.
I think he realised what was happening and he was going to bloody get into, into some shit. And I think he realised what he'd done. But it was too late.
Yeah. We taking the piss out of me for losing my bet last week because Sevilla decided to bloody draw. Thank you for that.
Right.
Thanks for reminding me. You bellend. Haven't they? Swansea had a good win. It was fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Phoenix, who's winning the Champions League? As we said, I think it's Man City's year. But what about yourself? Who do you reckon's winning the Champions League?
Oh, I would love to see Liverpool, but I think after watching Man City yesterday, it's such a quality side.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly think if we had had rain yesterday, I think it would have made a difference. And I think the road of the ball was enabling them to get. It was so quick as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think, they were quality, you know.
Yeah.
It
It was a weaker team, and some of the better players didn't play. Sterling didn't play. De Bruyne didn't play. Aguero didn't play. So
well,
Bernardo
apparently
Silva.
Aguero didn't even travel down.
No,
you know. So, but I've got to be honest about it. Didn't see the golfing quality yesterday, but I must admit that we did ourselves proud yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I must admit, and I think their players, when they were going off, they were talking to our players, and I think Pep Guardiola is a gentleman. You know, was so
classy
brilliant.
guy.
It's class. This is class. That's what it's all about.
So Adrian Williams, other football chap.
Oh right,
Good game between Roger Stone and Corrie's in the 9 today.
Oh yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
Proper grassroots football. Well done, Adrian.
Paddy and Evan.
So who won? Did your son's team win?
Did they?
Rules firm. Not literally stole, but you know what I mean, because many proper fans mistake. Oh, I get exactly what you mean, mate. Yeah, 100%. Aaron Day spoke to some Man City fans, and they even said Podge's class. Play. Give us 20 million and you can have him. GLC are an illness, so that's poor Weedy Weed.
But I don't.
They are putting your ball on the map.
You know.
Matthew Goss, no way. Don't think City will go far in Europe. I think they're too good to not go far in Europe this year. I think Liverpool stood in their way last year, and if it was anybody else, City would have won the Champions League last year. It'll be theirs this year.
I've got to admit, with Liverpool, I think Klopp has done so well. You know, I go back to the Shankly days, and Paisley days, and they were brilliant. But the difference with Paisley, he was a quieter, and
he knew how to win things.
He knew how to win things. The funny thing was, when he was given the job, because I remember there was a story said that I think it was Thompson, and he turned around to me and he said, "Oh, I didn't want a bloody job anyway." But that was him. But I think with Shankly, some of the speeches he came out with, and it was incredible because you wanted to play with him.
Inspirational speeches,
not play with him, but
play for him.
Yeah.
So Aid. So when he said about Baconson, he actually meant Dolan. Ooh.
Oh, Dolan.
I think Dolan's had a better season for us this year. But my opinion of Baconson of late is that he's a bit lightweight.
I think so.
And lacking a bit of bravery when getting stuck in. Yeah. He's got to learn how to be a man in a man's game,
Exactly. Well, that could have done him good yesterday. Well, because
it's a reality check
all
to
the abuse
realise.
he was getting from Hazel, I think he could think, hang on a minute, the fans can see it, you know.
Yeah, well, we try to support our players as often as we can, don't we?
I don't think he's a bad player overnight. I think he's got a lack of confidence, which is just affecting his game.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe it's just adapting to playing the football
Exactly.
that he needs to play for us. So
And I think it was too much for him because that game sort of showed his quality deficiencies.
maybe.
You know?
I mean, he looked good against Middlesbrough in the two
Yeah.
games. He's looked good in a lot of
Yeah.
other games this season, so I'm not ruling him out just yet.
No.
Colin Simmons, Swansea player Daniel James had a medical that Leeds wanted to join the Mighty Whites, but Swansea owner Jenkins stopped it. He resigns from the Swans the day after. He obviously done them a good favour there, keeping him by the sounds of it. City will get knocked out in the semis, I think. Depends who they play, depends.
Well, yeah.
But the thing is, I think they're capable of beating anybody. They can outgun anyone in the world. They can outgun anyone.
Yeah.
Elliot, 243. I believe some people are too hard on Baconson. Agreed.
Yeah.
He does do some nice plays. He does lose the ball, but so does Dolan. Yeah, but I think there's qualities in them that can win you football matches, like Dolan's delivery, Baconson's creativity.
Yeah.
I mean, Baconson. I'm used to seeing him a lot more comfortable on the ball than he has been of late. I'll give you that. But I think there is a quality about the guy. There is a quality about him, and I think in the run into the season, he could well be.
Yeah.
The main man for us, like he was at the beginning of the year. So Brad Petford, I think Man City won't win the Champions League. So you think they won't win the Champions League? So a lot of people disagree with my thoughts on City winning the Champions League.
Well.
So Luke County says Tommy Tynan's all-time top goal
Tynan,
scorer.
yes, my favourite player.
I just had the feeling there was somebody from like the 30s, 40s, or something like that.
Could be, but my time a lot, but it was always Tommy Tynan. But I always say that Howard Goddard. Remember I told you about him?
Yeah.
Not Howard Goddard. Sorry.
Howard Goddard was a rugby player, wasn't he?
No. Howard Goddard played for the.
Oh, was it?
County, yeah.
Who am I thinking of then? So someone with a
I
similar
don't know.
name then? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so Tony Villas. Have you ever heard of Tony Villas?
The name rings a bell, but.
So Joe Villas saying that Tony Villas is his granddad. James Watts is in. Hey.
Oh, Watsy!
Good man. Good evening, mate. Jack Teppet, evening both. So both repeating each other there.
Right.
Phoenix was walking through Maindy last night. Was approached by a Man City fan. Was by himself and asked where I was from. Wales are outside. Kept asking where I was from. Don't know if he wanted to fight.
No, right.
Apparently it went off a little bit, mind. I heard some rumours that there was some fighting going on.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So naughty Nigel, rather get a terminal illness than be within a mile of GLC. That's poor form, that is. Here we go, up yours, Taff. Go on, Weedy. Give it to me, Weedy.
Yeah.
Weedy, honestly, really abused me.
Wow.
At the time of my fucking life, mate. Rhino lad, hey Taff. Who would I need to speak to at the club to put ideas across I have for the ticket priority system and quite possibly for the ticket system put in place for next year? I tell you someone who tends to listen to fans quite well is usually Colin Faulkner. I think he may, as a director, he may be the man, or try and get an appointment with Guy, the COO of the club.
Yeah.
And they Sterling and the rest of subs
that the one who looks
banter
like,
well, and I found it funny when they didn't want the ball.
Is that the one that looks like Prince Harry?
No, that's Alex Eagle. Yeah. Good old Alex. He's a good boy, Alex. But he had some boys giving him some shit yesterday.
Right.
I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
My Man City said Howard County in League Two. So in other words, must have thought we were good then.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good shake though, because on our day we can beat anybody. And it just goes to show. And not anybody, obviously not Man City, but
no.
we beat Premier League opposition, we beat Championship opposition.
Well.
So yeah, Phoenix felt Joe Day performance could have been better.
Wow.
I mean, at the end of the day, Joe Day is possibly the best keeper I've ever seen at County, for the exception, obviously, of Carl Darlow. But Carl Darlow wasn't our keeper.
I know.
He was running on loan. So I think At the end of the day, we lost against a very, very good Manchester City team. There's not a lot we can do about that, you know. And Joe Day's performance, and I don't think he's had to try to stop balls belted him as hard as that from such close range, to be honest with you.
Yeah. In that second half, I think they got into their stride.
Oh, here's one for you, H. Here's one for you.
What's
Are
that?
you watching the game on Tuesday on the radio? Yeah, I can remember that.
That's an old one.
I
Yeah.
remember his Facebook status like it was
know.
bloody yesterday. Yeah, and everyone going on about watching the boxing. I think who
No,
was it?
no.
What was the fight? Frotch and Groves, wasn't
Frotch
it?
and Groves of
Yeah, and
I'm watching it on the
and
radio.
he actually put a status out saying, "I enjoyed watching it on the radio." Yeah, there we go.
My wife
well
even
done, Marcus.
takes
That was brilliant.
me
That.
about that.
Right then. James Watts, Chris, on the back of this year's Great Cup run, do you think we should push to sign a new lease at Ronnie Parade or look for our home stadium somewhere in the city? Now, you really touched on something there, Wattsy, mate, because this is a subject that comes through my mind an awful lot, and I talk to people about an awful lot. Now, I'm going to take the floor on this one for a little bit, H. I think if the WRU can be worked with in a collaborative way, then it could be worth getting a lease on Ronnie Parade, possibly even using some of our money to purchase some kind of ownership of it, just to safeguard our place there in some way, so we can be a part of any sort of redevelopment that may happen at the stadium. I mean, if the WRU's intentions aren't to stay at the stadium, then we need to start working with the council to potentially have the council buy it and allow us to play there. Not so much rent free, but to help cover some costs maybe, so we'd be a lot less than what we're currently paying. Because at the end of the day, the council want football in the city centre, and they've said this. So I think if we want to be in the city centre, we have to utilise whatever relationship we've managed to make with the council now to make sure we secure our future at Ronnie Parade, whether they do that through being part of a meeting with the WRU to secure a longer lease, or if Rodney Parade isn't viable, I think we do have to look for our own stadium somewhere in the city, and I think Spitty Park is an option if it were to be purchased and then redeveloped into a suitable ground. That could be a cheaper option than buying somewhere brand new, because to be honest with you, the city's running out of space to actually buy land, you know, within the city. We're going to have to go too far out on the outskirts. So I think the priority, right, there's three options that I've read out there then. So the first one is obviously to secure our future at Ronnie Parade in the various ways I mentioned. I think that's what we have to look at first. We do have to. Second one then is to possibly buy Spitty Park and develop that. You know, use some of the cut money to buy a stake in it, work with whoever owns it, Newport Live, to turn it into a Football League ground. And then the third one is a brand new stadium where you can get funding for the stadium from all different ways, whether the club take out a loan, whether we get investors. I mean, I wouldn't want to go down the loan route, because that means that we're in debt, and then when you're in debt, that means that you're in a lot of trouble then if you can't keep up with those debts. So I wouldn't want to go with a loan, but it may be something that could be viable if the loan is secured against somebody else's assets rather than the club's. I think then funding can be got by investors. Funding can then be got by the council. And then if we do another cup run and we've actually got some decent money in the bank, or we sell a player or two in the near future, we'll have our own money to put into it. So as I say, there's a lot of options out there, but we got to get moving on at least one of them right now, because our lease runs out in 2023. Exactly. So, James, thank you for bringing that one up, and I think I've just run out of all of our time. So you really touched one that this is a subject I've been talking about with a lot of people. Right then, so let's try and skip through as many as we can. City squad-wise, best team in Europe. That's why I think they'll win the Champions League, because they got the manager to win it for them as well. Read, I'm trying to count your chins, but lose count of 40 odd. My OCD is through the roof.
Got something about your
I don't know. What was it going on about my frigging chins?
Oh, last week or something in a week before. I got a few chins.
Well, Weedy, I wish I knew what your real name was, or I really wish what you look like. At least my face is out there, you know. At least you're hiding behind Weedy.
Weedy. That's not a very good name, though, is it?
No, I agree with you.
You know, I know Daddy H was a bit cringy, but...
George, 2 seconds, mate. George, have you read about that apparent United takeover bid of about 3.5 billion? No, I'm not heard anything about that. No. Sue Bennett. To be fair, the Man City fans were talked to in the Dodger before the game, and a lovely bunch. I thought the result flat at City, though. Completely agree. Completely. Regan Poole looks a brilliant signing. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And
he
go on.
knocked that young lad off his feet
Yeah.
when they scored that goal, and we just loved it. He just went
Yeah.
bang, and he just went.
Well, Regan Poole could be
Yeah,
a decisive
Foden,
factor.
was it?
Yeah, Phil
Yeah.
Foden. Yeah, he could be a decisive factor on whether
He's lost,
we.
he's put on what was I say? He's put on some weight, but he's gained.
He's more of a man than he was when he left the club before.
He's gained a lot.
So he's got to catch up on all this now. Right, Paisley is a BTEC Ron Atkinson. Ooh. That's a statement and a half, isn't it? Ooh. Possibly one of the most successful managers of all time. Ron Atkinson is probably one of the biggest underachievers of all time.
Wow.
Joseph White, I told Lenny Lawrence to sign some Addis yesterday.
Yeah.
I hope you mean Addis there.
Right.
Wish we could sign Paul permanently. Don't think it's going to happen, mate. You'll be playing Championship football next year. What next for Semenyo?
Oh, God.
He should be playing for Bristol City right now.
I heard he was in the business stand.
He was in the business stand yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Burns was running around yesterday.
Oh, right.
Shay, you have gone grey. Yeah, I've been going grey for years, my friend. Kevin Sharp hates bacon, some pisses me off. Mum, going to call him Kevin.
My brother was the same, was giving him some shit yesterday.
Joseph White Poole is on a free in the summer. Interesting.
All right.
Interesting. That's a development. Although I think he'll sign for a bigger club than us, though, if he doesn't stay at United. Callum Whittington, hi Callum. Not a bad result yesterday. I completely agree. Yeah. Luke County, the WRU bought Ronnie Price for 3.1 million. Can we get a fan petition to compulsory purchase 50% with the council backing? Well, at the end of the day, I think if it was going to be a compulsory purchase, I think only a council can enforce that.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's too much money for them to buy the ground for.
No, I think it's yesterday's game got us on the global whatever it's called.
Global exposure.
Exposure.
That's what you're looking for. Yeah, there we go. Adrian Williams had connection problems there. Regan Poole too good to be on the bench at United. Yeah, absolutely. Have Man City give us all the gate. Now that's an interesting thing because I was thinking about that.
Was
they don't need to take their share of the gate, do they? So hopefully they do let us keep.
That was another thing on Facebook today. I had heard about that. There was some sort of podcast the Man City was doing, and I was having a look at that, and they were interviewing people, and it was the reaction of a lot of their supporters were really good. Yeah. There was a few of them that sort of like said, well, you know, we're gonna hammer them, you know, they're not that great, but you know.
There you go. A couple of FGR fans taking the piss out of us after yesterday.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
because obviously they won.
Favourite team.
Yeah, well they obviously won their 5th round tie yesterday. Hold on a minute.
Right.
Of course, yeah. There we go. Thought so. Oh, there's an FGR fan down there. Oh, they're in. Right. They're bloody in and all. Hazel Terrace singing area performed well last night. Yeah, I thought, you know, that's why my voice is a bit coarse today, of course.
Oh.
Who do you think to get relegated from the Championship? It's looking very much like Ipswich, Bolton, and possibly, I think Reading might save themselves. I think it'll be Ipswich, Bolton, and one other. I'm not quite sure exactly who else. Just at this moment, it's a bit tight down there. FGR Army, right? Okay.
You've got it.
I'm about to have a frigging field day on these guys now. Trust me. What happened with the pitch invasion? And there was fighting after the City game. Pitch invasion. There was a Cardiff fan who ran off doing the Ayatollah when we were all calling him a fat bastard.
Yeah.
So that was where the fighting was as well. So the pitch invasion. I don't get why people needed to do that. No need for it. Yeah, you're out of the cup, you mugs. Oh, well done. When did you go out of the cup then? Yeah. Remind me that. Who did you play this year? Spitty Park is sort of out the way though. But it was all right back in the day, like, you know. FGR fan, back to irrelevancy you go. And you should know because you've been in there all your existence, Forest Green fucking Rovers. The only reason why people even give a shit about you is because all your vegan shit.
Yeah.
It's all your vegan shit, which is enforced on everybody.
Yeah.
You know. You're an absolute joke of a club. Opinion on Sterling, he's a money-grabbing twat, but a very, very good player.
He took the abuse very good yesterday when he was on the when they were warming up.
Yeah.
Because he was laughing with them. De Bruyne was the same.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah,
they took it well, didn't they? FGR, look at yourself in the mirror and go eat a burger.
Oh,
yes, absolutely.
Shut up.
No, that was Joseph White.
Oh, right.
Taking the piss out of FGR.
Oh, right.
Got to keep up each. Got to keep up each.
Yeah.
FGR fan edge at field day and they're in League 2. In the same place as you,
Same,
you bellend.
Yeah. Get yourself a life.
Do you reckon we'll take many fans to MK on Saturday? I hope so, mate. I can't go. I got a weekend planned away with Leanne, but no, she got sorted out for me for Christmas and all that.
Yeah.
So hopefully plenty of people go. So Mark's made my first away game since before Christmas. Fair play, mate. Paul Dixon, Newport businesses have to thank Newport County for the first quarter this year. The money they have made thanks to the fans, they may be giving the club something back for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Very good point, very valid point there.
Yeah.
Jackie's here. Hi, Chris. Jackie, stuck in the Gwent at the moment still, are you?
All right.
Hopefully you know you're well and you get out soon.
Very well, Jackie.
FGR fan, can't wait till we play these wankers. What, you mean us?
All right. Yeah.
You're a Forest Green Rovers fan and you're calling us wankers?
Oh, my God.
Fucking hell.
When are you next playing Man City then?
Exactly. Tom, do you think Newport can go on another cup run next year and get even further than this year? I can't imagine we'll get to the 5th round again. But as long as we get we get a good enough draws in the first and second round, then absolutely. Newport are finished. Well, just wait till that vegan prick takes his money out of you, and then you go sliding back down into non-existence again. Paul Dixon, Chris, I spot you on the BBC highlights as always. You do a great job. They have Tom Joel. Thank you, Paul. Much appreciated, mate. Thank you. I've had a few people say they've spotted me on the BBC and on TV.
Oh, God, you are. Look, there we go. Oh,
FGR never really started, though, did it? God bless you. Yeah. Was being sarcastic. Taff Atkinson did wonders for Albion, though. However, I can't believe 78 team didn't win anything. Oh, fair enough. Hello again, Jackie. George WB. Oh, yeah, of course he did wonders for the club. Yeah, of course Ron Atkinson did wonders. I'm just taking the mickey, mate. FGR fan, you lot will rotten in League 2 while you're pushing up the leagues.
Get a life.
Pushing up the leagues, my ass. Forest Green Rovers, trust me, that guy's going to get bored soon. Yeah. That guy's going to get bored because the fans who follows his club are a bunch of tossers like you. Yeah, exactly. Where was Forest Green's cup run? Right then, go to FGR chat. Oh, right. There we go.
Have they got a chat, have they?
No, probably not.
No.
Bunch of boring backwards bastards, a lot of them. Fucking carrot crunching knobheads. Radis Petford, who do you think will get promoted from League One? I think Luton have got it sewn up. I think Sunderland will go with them. Possibly Pompey through the playoffs or Barnsley.
Yeah.
4-0 Baggies. That's what.
All right.
Baggies and Ipswich. The conversation's still going on. No one knows your name. People in your country know our club's name. Yeah, Forest Green. That's the only reason people know anything is because you're a bunch of tree-hugging hippie wankers, Bradley Jarrett, do you think we could get into the top 5 this season? I don't think we get into the top 5. No. We could pinch 7th place, I think. Rotherham, Reading, Bolton, awesome. Nick, I love how you still got that. What's that faith? Jackie's at Neville Hall, so you're not in the Gwent. You're at Neville Hall. Sorry, I do apologise. It's got to be much nicer there than the Gwent, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah.
Top 5 would be more likely next season due to the good cup run this season. A little bit of extra money in the bank, couple of extra good players. Happy days. Adrian Williams. Can we keep hold of Podge and Flinney? Clubs would be after him. Podge and Flinney probably, yeah. But we got Podge tied down to contract now, so they have to pay. And the same with Flinney. OB, Butler and Demetriou too. Yeah, completely agree. We've got to keep all of them. Labardi too. Jamil Matt, I'd like to keep. Robbie Wilmot, I'm thankful that we're keeping. So yeah, Jackie's there. Great match yesterday. It certainly was, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. It was one of those games you can sort of look in the future, like my two nephews can sort of when they get married or if they get married, they can say to their children, "Well, look at this," This is when we went, I was
So you can say I was there when Newport
Yeah.
County became the 5th team during the season
Exactly.
2018-19 to
Exactly.
not concede against Man City in the first 45 minutes of a game.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Mitchell Jenkins, I have a feeling Flinney's leaving in the summer. Why would he be leaving?
Wow.
A lot of people will be knocking on his door. To be honest with you, unless those people, are a championship club, I don't think you go. I don't think he would go.
No.
He wouldn't jump to to League One just yet. Phoenix, what's your opinions on the plastics situation? I don't like the word plastics. I like to think of them as potential future fans.
Exactly.
So if we make them feel welcome, they may come.
Yeah.
There's some that will only turn it for the big games, and I wish they would do one.
Yeah.
Because if they got no intention of supporting the club full time ever, then not interested in them. But the ones who potentially could, get them over and keep them coming.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you're going to get more days like that, the better we're doing. And we'll only do better when we get better support. Simple as that. The banter between West Brom and Ipswich is still going on. We got a $1.99 donation from Luke Kennedy. Thank you, Luke. You are an absolute diamond. Thank you very much. Paul Dixon contract talks start now for the players Michael Flynn wishes to retain for next season. I believe they already are, Paul, to be honest, mate.
Right.
Yeah, Callum Whittington, my old joke. Forest Green Rovers are about as desirable as a pube and a £50 meal.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Go hug a tree.
I love that one, you say.
Go hug a tree. Go hug a tree.
Go hug a tree.
Is it legal to push vegan on us? We can't force people to eat pork. So why can they push vegan on people? That's a good point, mate. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. They push it on you. I had a cup of tea that felt like I was drinking a can of paint.
All right.
Because of the crap you had to have in there. I don't know what the tea bags were. I don't know what it was. Oat milk and stuff like oaty milk. It wasn't proper milk because vegans don't just not eat animals.
Right.
But they don't eat anything that comes out of the animal. So they don't eat any dairy products or eggs or fish or anything that comes from an animal. They'll only eat vegetables. So instead of killing animals, they'll kill the plants instead. At least they're murdering something and we can let them remember that, I think the whole of Nailsworth came to us on Boxing Day for Forest. The whole of Nailsworth, we should have got some lads in there to loot the place. We should have gone in and took it all from them. Do you reckon we'll get playoffs this year? I don't know. It's going to be a difficult ask, but never say never with Flinney and the team we got. T.A. Miller, enjoyed the game yesterday, Taff. I absolutely did. What about you, H?
Oh, it was brilliant. I came home. I was absolutely shattered.
Same here.
I'd had a headache all day today. My voice is getting better. But I thought myself that was just one
once in a lifetime
weird game, but it was a once in a lifetime game.
Yeah.
You'll always remember.
Yeah. You absolutely will. Luke Kennedy signed Paul in the summer, build our team around him. I'd love to say we'd be able to. I just don't think he's going to be looking to be in League Two next season. So a bunch of deleted messages from Weedy Weed.
Oh, right.
Stephen Evans, you never know where we could go. Mad when you think about it. We could get investors and could find ourselves in championships in 10 years. Why not? Shoot for always shoot for the moon.
Exactly.
Because if you shoot for the moon, if you don't reach the moon, you at least you'll end up somewhere in the stars.
Exactly.
Right, and Paul Dixon, will the club give some discounts on tickets for fans as a thank you for supporting the team through the FA Cup? I'd like to think they'll do something. I do.
Would be a
next F Jarway game, I'm whipping out my barbecue and giving some lovely juicy beef burgers. Frios Fermi with Diamond, I'm looking forward to it already. Looking forward to throwing them in the home end as well. Luke County, how is the membership going? I think people on the priority for tickets in the cup run a minimum 60 penny into the £10 will boost our coffers. It absolutely will. I think the cup run and the fact that if it happens again and you're a trust member, you're guaranteed a ticket will boost the amount of people doing it as well, So I think a lot of things like Bar Amber as well is obviously bringing a lot more money. So I think we're going to be better off next season anyway. As far as our budget is concerned.
Oh,
so
definitely.
Let's just wait and see. Weedy Weed was spamming, yeah.
Don't know how he's spamming.
So Bradley Jarrett, what do you think about the pitch invasion? I think we've covered this at
Yeah.
length. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a bunch of stupid people who I don't even recognise, to be honest with you. No need for it
It
at
was
all.
probably just getting
Su-
excited, and it was a lot of young kids there, and it was
yeah.
like, oh, I'm actually seeing Man United. I'm getting so excited. Yeah,
Man City.
Man City, sorry.
Let's get it
Man
right.
City,
Come
Man
on.
United, Man City.
There's one
yeah.
thing we pride ourselves on this channel is our accuracy.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
I'm joking, H. I'm
know.
joking. Sue Bennett, thanks for your view on plastics. Hate the term. I've only been to 3 games this season. Port Vale, Mills will replay Man City. Thoroughly enjoying it and will be going as many games as I can. And Sue, you are exactly what we're looking for. You're exactly the new fans we're looking for.
But this is
hopefully you are one of many
Yeah.
people that are going to be doing that. Welcome to the family.
Yeah,
That's exactly what we should be welcoming these people,
Exactly.
making them want to come back and support the
Yeah.
club. It is enough Newport County to go around all of Newport. So everybody should be coming and
I'm
taking
sure
their
there is
part.
now.
How much are tickets at Newport? So our most expensive tickets, regular tickets, about £21
Oh,
for
right.
the Bisley.
Yeah.
I think yours is about 20,
Yeah.
and then it's 18 to stand on the terrace.
Well, there's so many people say to me, and I just say, I'm a season ticket holder, so I wouldn't really know.
Yeah. So we're getting to wrapping up time now, then, guys.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to whiz through these. Do you know Weedy Weed it?
Yeah.
No,
who
we
is
don't know
Weedy
who he is. I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Who will win the Prem this year? It'll be Liverpool, I think.
Oh, it's got to be Liverpool.
Outside investment must be coming soon after this wonderful run. Yeah, we put ourselves on the map, and we're much more of an attractive proposition for people now. Opinions on our pitch condition, not a lot we can do about it, but
No.
but at least the WRU, that's the one thing they have done, is make it the best they can do. T.A. Miller, I'm taking Newport to the Prem on FIFA, currently in League One. Got any signing suggestions? I don't do signings as much as I do
No.
scouting, so put a lot of
Right.
put a lot of your budget into skating, and trust me, you will end up with the players. Utilise the training.
It was
Rob.
Saputio in my day.
Subhutio. Well, I've already won the Premier League with Katie on FIFA. I'm about to do the FIFA and Football Manager double as well. I'm
right.
5th in the league, in
Yeah.
the Premier League on Football Manager, and I think
Oh,
next
right.
season's going to be my year. And Fisher, greetings from Canada. Great weekend all in all. Saw you on TV, I think, in the crowd. Yeah, a few people have said they've seen me. Yeah.
I've seen Big Phil. Big Phil was on there again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good old Phil.
Yeah.
Sue Bennett with the Kainty coloured love hearts. Good for you, Sue. Well done. T.A. Mill, I live in Cardiff, but always come and support Kainty. I've been to loads this season. Good man. Happy days.
Yeah.
The most expensive tickets to WBA are £20 home and away. I think the difference between our clubs, George, is that with you've got a big enough stadium that if you fill that stadium with £20 tickets, you'll
Yeah.
make decent money. Where with us, if we put our tickets right down,
Yeah.
we just haven't got the potential of people coming, so we're going to end up shooting ourselves in the foot if we
Yeah.
bring our ticket prices down. Taff, thoughts on Football Manager? Is a lot better this year. I'm really into it this year.
Yeah.
Last couple of years I've been into it, but I just haven't been able to get into it as much as I have so far this year.
eldest boy's into all that. But he's all this bloody, I don't know what he call it, I don't know. He always smashes my brother
Yeah.
on it.
So Sue Bennett, the tickets are slightly cheap if you buy online. There is that, yes, absolutely. So buy online. George WBA, we're going to make this one the last one, I think, guys, before we wrap up now. Even when we're in the Prem, we charge 20, even though it's capped at 30, pretty decent. Well, I'm glad that they're capping ticket prices now, because it's just ridiculous, the
Yeah.
ticket prices. And it's a really, really good point to make.
Yeah.
I hope we can get to the point where we can charge £15 for a ticket at Kainty,
think we
and make it a
would,
bit
yeah.
more affordable. But if we did that right now, are we guaranteed to get the people through the gate? Probably not.
Exactly, yeah.
Right then. So what the hell is Brodus Clay? Honestly, Joseph, come on there.
My God.
Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Thank you, H, for joining
Thank
me
you, mate.
tonight. It's been a good stream. Thank you.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Thank you all for your contribution. Thank you to the Forest Green Rovers fan for making it funny for us as well. Really, really enjoyed, doing the stream for you guys. So thank you for your support, and thank you, Luke, for the donation. Much appreciated. For those of you who haven't seen the montage yet, get and watch the montage, the cut montage that I uploaded
definitely.
earlier today.
Have a look at that.
And check out some of the other videos as well. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you click the red button for us. And then, of course, let's have a shout out for Taff's Word sponsors, the Scrum Half Pub as well. Howard's been in there with me a
Yeah.
few times, fair play. And so I hope the guys on Scrum Half are watching right now.
Yeah.
You know, let's show them a bit of love. I know Bar Amber is doing very, very well indeed, but does tend to get rammed. So if you ever find Bar Amber's rammed, or you're expecting it to be rammed, you've got to go to another pub, and you. So the Scrum Half, absolutely, 100%. So thank you guys. Good night. The next stream will be this time next week, 7 o'clock every Sunday night. Next week we may have someone new again to introduce you to. H has been here today. We are going to play a little bit of a rotation system on this one as well. So Kev will be back at some point, but I'm looking at bringing my my good friend Tom Tremaine here for next week, hopefully. So thank you again, guys. That's the win up the Kinky Cheery.